It is the radio segment that just wants to take a shower together.
Whoa.
Laser Stories, the segment where we read weird news stories from around the globe, just like every other radio show does, except we have a laser and those other idiots don't. This first laser story is out of George's Township, Pennsylvania. A 46-year-old guy named Troy Miller was attempting to steal a car from a mall parking lot the other day when somebody called the cops on him.
Good.
A few minutes later, the police showed up and caught Troy red-handed.
That's a Troy. What you get, man?
And when they asked him for ID, Troy wouldn't give it up. Not because he was a thief, but because he told them he was Matthew McConaughey. Yeah, he's out there stealing cars.
You know what? Matthew McConaughey doesn't carry ID, so that makes sense.
He doesn't need to.
He even pulled out a forged autograph on a headshot
No.
of the real actor to prove it. See, I'm Matthew McConaughey. I carry my signed headshot around with me everywhere I go.
Yeah.
There were a couple of problems with his strategy, though. One, Troy doesn't look anything like Matthew McConaughey. No! And two, why would Matthew McConaughey be spending his time breaking into cars in a small town of Pennsylvania?
Yeah,
I
multi-millionaire.
bet he didn't have answers for those questions from the police officers.
He's like, I'm practicing.
Yeah. Troy was arrested for attempted car theft, providing false identification, and prowling.
Hey, if he would have done it shirtless, it may have been believable.
Yeah, they're like, oh, okay, yeah, that guy never wears a shirt. This next laser story is out of Woodbury, New Jersey. 4 young men decided to rob a 20-year-old guy that they knew, and they brought a gun with them to do the job.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
People.
One of them was a 19-year-old named Brandon Wentz, and he's the one who brought the gun. And when the guy they were robbing didn't cooperate, he tried to pistol whip him.
Kapooyah, kapooyah.
Oh.
Why do you say tried?
Unfortunately for Brandon, the gun went off
Oh, God.
when it hit the guy's head, and he accidentally shot himself through the hand. Oops, not very effective.
Yes.
The cops showed up just as they were leaving and figured out what was going on. Brandon had to go to the hospital for a gunshot to the hand, and the victim just had a bump on the back of his head.
Yeah, that doesn't happen in the movies, does it?
Yeah.
Both will be okay, but Brandon is now facing charges for robbery, aggravated assault, weapons offenses, and has a very large hospital bill to pay as well because he shot himself in the hand. And just goes to show you, be very careful. Make sure the safety's on before you pistol whip, guys.
Thanks for the lesson this morning.
Practice.
Yeah, I'll use that at some point, never.
This next laser story is out of San Bernardino, California. Anya Hedich is a student at California State University, and last week something crazy happened during her biology class, so she tweeted out the entire saga. The class was discussing the genetic connection to blood types, and one girl said that hers didn't make sense. She said her dad was type O, her mom was A, but she was AB.
Uh-oh.
The professor said that was scientifically impossible.
Yeah.
And 2 days later, Anya came back and announced to the class that she'd figured out the issue. When she asked her mom about the blood types, her mom broke down and admitted that she had an affair.
Oh my God! Oh my
Wait,
God!
through college biology, she found out her dad wasn't her real
Yeah.
dad?
That's crazy.
The girl's dad wasn't actually her biological father. It turned out her uncle was actually her biological father. The mom slept with the brother.
Come on, Mom.
Yeah, the mom
I mean,
cheated.
she kept it in the family, I
That's
guess.
why they look alike still.
Yeah.
Yep. She kept it a secret for 21 years, and now the girl's parents are getting a divorce.
Oh, my God.
No.
Thanks a lot, science, for ruining that happy home.
I hate
Can
this
you
class.
imagine how awkward it was after she announced that?
Oh.
So, turn to chapter 4.
Can't believe the mom
students.
broke down so quick. I would have just stuck with that. Be like, I don't know. This is crazy. Like, I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah.
how that.
You're a miracle.
We should call more doctors in and see what's going on because this is amazing. This next laser story is out of Corsicana, Texas. A 32-year-old woman named Shannon Martin was arrested for shoplifting recently, and when she was in the back of the cop car, she intentionally pooped on the seat.
Oh.
Gross.
Why did she do that? Well, the camera in the car caught her trying to bury her crack and her crack pipe in the pile.
Oh, my God.
So
Oh, my
she
God.
figured she'd
Oh.
do that and then bury all of her paraphernalia in it, and they wouldn't be able to find it.
How big of a like?
It
Right,
must have been
exactly.
pretty sizable.
Like,
Yeah.
what did you eat? And the light bulb goes off. I've got an idea.
According to the police report, that wasn't the only thing that she hid in there. She also stashed an old Valentine's Day card in there too. So many questions about that one.
Yeah.
Did it mean something special? She shoplifted? Who knows? She was trying to get rid of the Valentine's Day card and her crack
Oh,
stuff
it's so gross,
in her
man.
poo.
Oh, jeez.
Who has to clean that out?
Yeah.
Do you have to do it yourself if you're the officer? Do they have a
Well, they're
whole
plastic in the
unit?
back. The back of the cars are plastic. So they
Are
kind of
they?
hose them out, yeah. You never
They
been in the
just
back of a
hose
police
them
car?
out?
I've been in one time.
Yeah.
They let me go right away.
No, it's plastic usually. So
Like your old grandma's couch?
You just
Okay.
hose it on
I
out.
love how you're an expert, Jubal.
Unfortunately, we might never know the answer to the question about the Valentine's Day card
Yeah.
or how she had a pile big enough to hide a Valentine's Day card in.
Uh-huh.
Was it a small one or like a
But
full-on?
they
Yeah.
did find the drugs, the pipe, the card, and she was charged with tampering with evidence and possession of a controlled substance.
Don't shake her hand after she tried to bury that.
No charge for going to the bathroom in the back of the cop car, though.
Oh.
Okay, that's good.
This next Asia story is out of the world of where are we going. When it comes to GPS apps, most people either use Google Maps, Waze, or Apple Maps. And a handful of crack-smoking weirdos use MapQuest.
What? That still exists?
Yeah, apparently.
Wait,
That's
like
what I'm
they're
saying.
still, are they still printing out the pieces of paper
Yeah,
and
well,
taking them with
cool.
them?
Which one works best? Well, a senior manager at Adobe spent the last year collecting data from all the GPS services to find out which one got him to his destination the fastest, and he also tracked how accurate they were. And it turned out that they all had certain benefits. But according to him, the clear winner, Google Maps.
That's what I use.
I pick Waze.
Yeah.
Aren't they owned by the same people now?
I
Are
don't
they both
know.
owned by
I
Google?
don't know.
But I hear a lot of people talk about Waze.
Waze promised faster but didn't always deliver. In fact, 11% of the time, the drive took longer than Waze said it would. So if you trust it, you could end up getting there late. Also, Waze tries to take you around traffic and sometimes takes you in the weirdest routes.
Yeah, right? You're like, whoa, what neighborhood am I in right now?
Apple Maps almost never underestimated the drive, and Google Maps only botched it 2% of the time.
Oh.
But the actual average driving time with Google Maps was shorter than the other two. In other words, Google Maps gets you there fastest, and its estimated driving times are pretty spot on.
Wow.
All right, well, now I got to switch over.
This next laser story is out of the land of ladies.
Oh, hello.
There's a secret stash of junk food somewhere in your house. And if you don't know where it is, it's probably because you're a dude or a kid. According to a new survey, 2/3 of moms say they hide the really good snacks from their kids and their significant other.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I try to do that, and my husband finds it every single
Really?
freaking time. I hid Halloween candy in the back of the freezer, and literally 2 days later, it was gone.
The most common snacks that they're hiding are chips, candy, cookies, popcorn, crackers, ice cream, and anything else bad for you that's delicious.
My mom does the same. Still hides it from me.
Really? Yeah.
It's chocolate caramels, and she puts it on the very top
Yeah, and
shelf,
then
and I can't reach it.
sometimes she'll share with you, like, where did you get those?
I'll ask him, and she's like,
Yeah.
"I'm not telling you." I'm
Yeah.
like,
You
"Where
still
are they?"
can't reach the top shelf?
No,
You know
it's
you could
tall.
climb or something now.
I know, but I just give up. I'm chubby. I'm like, whatever.
Most popular places to eat their secret snacks are in the car or in bed.
It's so sad. It's the one joy that we get. Wow.
Text in at 78592. Do you hide snacks from the rest of your family? This guy never hides anything.
No, that is on
always-
display.
Snacking right in where everybody can see it. That's the sound of a turtle humping a shoe, which means that Laser Stories has come to an end for the day. We'll do it again same time on Wednesday. 60 seconds away from your shock collar question of the day. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. But before we get into that, you know, there are people who listen to the show that work all kinds of different jobs. There's teachers, truck drivers, astronauts,
What? No.
that's
world leaders.
also debatable.
don't think so.
But one profession that usually doesn't listen because we're up way too early in the morning for them is bartenders.
Yeah, they have
Oh, yeah.
no idea who we
We're
are.
going
Yeah.
to bed.
I mean,
right
like, God, we can't get a free drink around here to save our lives.
They're not represented enough on this show, but luckily, this morning we actually get a chance to hear their voice because a survey recently asked bartenders all over the country for the things that annoy them the most about their jobs. They have a lot of annoying
Oh,
things
God.
for sure.
I couldn't do it.
People who order pina coladas and then insist on making getting caught in the rain jokes afterwards. I can't believe that's actually still a thing.
Yeah.
Bartenders also say they hate hipsters who act superior when ordering craft beers and try to impress you with their knowledge of malted barley. You guys have all
Right.
seen that, dude.
Yeah.
And where is this one from? What
Yeah.
brewery? Oh.
One time, I was over in Napa, and I had one that was made from actual grapes and barley. The drunk guy at the bar who claims to know everything about every sport on TV and always knows how to fix every team's problems. That's another
Oh God, it's like shut
common
up,
complaint of bartenders. Or people who ask, so you're a bartender, what do you really want to do?
Oh, it's such a rude question.
I mean,
really is,
for
yeah.
any profession, you guys.
Totally,
Like,
right?
even if, like, no matter what you're doing,
Like,
don't
how do you
ask
know?
that.
Maybe that's what they want to be doing.
Yeah, or
Or-
maybe they're happy in
Yeah.
their job.
Yeah.
Like,
Or maybe they don't, like, fulfill their entire being by a job.
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah.
Or they do want to do something else, and you're just reminding them that they have to be there, while they'd rather be doing something else. Also, listening to drunk people on karaoke night attempting to sing "Don't Stop Believing."
Oh, I would actually maybe that would be the one thing I'd like.
I could see that getting old really quick. All right, let's get into the shot caller question of the day. Young Jeffrey is coming to studio with a hat full of names. We'll draw a name out of the hat to see who will put on the shot caller today. They're asked a trivia question. If they get it right, they don't get shocked. Jeff does because he asked a terrible question. If they get it wrong, they get shocked to the song that you want us to sing. Text in at 78592. What song do you want to hear from the person who gets shocked today? Jose has drawn a name out of the hat because he had the shot caller last. And who'd you get?
Got myself.
Got
Dang
your own
it.
name? All right. Jose's got the shot caller while he's putting that on. Jeff, please read Jose the shot caller question of the day.
The traditional chef's uniform consists of a white double-breasted jacket, white and black pants, and of course the infamous toque blanche, aka the white chef's hat. You probably all noticed that chef hats have tiny little folds going all the way around it. There are 100 of them to be exact. And did you know those 100 folds actually have a significant meaning in the culinary world? What do the 100 folds represent?
Oh,
That's crazy.
dang it. I worked in fine dining a lot. I've worked with chefs way back in the day, and I've never asked that question.
I mean, what could be a 100 different things?
There's
The great 100 chefs that gave their life to the arts.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just
knows,
like, what could it mean?
Wow, I'm trying to think if it could be like 100 like ingredients because they have like the main three.
Right, the
in
periodic
France.
table of ingredients
Right.
is what it stands for.
It has obviously it's a hierarchy because there's different kinds of hats. Sous chefs wear different hats, and then the main head chef has the biggest one.
Do they all have 100?
No,
things
only
in
the
them?
head chef has the ruffles at the very top because it sticks up so high. The
Maybe
other ones are almost like folded
It's
over
the
and
100 souls he had to give before becoming a head chef.
stuff. Maybe it has to do probably with some kind of training or passing something. You know, like at the academy.
Is there 100 hours of something that you have to put in
Ooh, see,
before
that's
you're
pretty good.
considered a chef? Or
That's not a bad idea.
Um,
Or maybe you had to have like created 100 dishes
100 different
that
recipes?
yourself before you were in the hat. That's not bad.
Read the question one more time, Jeff.
The traditional chef's uniform consists of the toque blanche, the white chef's hat. And you've probably noticed that all chef hats have tiny little folds going around them. There are 100 of them to be exact, and they have a significant meaning in the culinary world. What do the 100 folds represent?
What else could it be?
The 100 odd jobs they had to do in the restaurant before becoming a chef.
That is
Yeah,
true because
that's
they're
actually-
always
Yeah, you have to like do every single thing.
Dish pit, like everything.
Uh,
I think I think I'm onto something. It might be you had to have created 100 unique, like your own individual recipes to earn that hat.
Okay.
The toque blanche, or the traditional chef's hat, has been around since the 16th century, and they all come with 100 tiny folds around the edges, but that's not just random. The 100 folds actually have a significant meaning in the culinary world. Since cooking takes so much skill and knowledge, the 100 folds on a chef's hat are supposed to represent the 100 different ways that a chef knows how to cook an egg.
Oh, that's crazy.
There's
really
100
interesting.
ways to cook an egg.
Yeah,
all
apparently.
the way back to the
Dude,
16th century.
Some chefs have to like make an omelet just to pass their main like thing. Like it's crazy. Eggs are huge in the culinary world.
You got it wrong. It's only one to hear "We Are the Champions" by Queen. So you sing that before you get shocked.
Do that. We are the champions, my friends. And we'll keep on fighting till the end. Bum, bum, bum. We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for
Smooth at 92.5.
What you doing at the courthouse is coming up in just a second. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. But first, our intern, Raymond, is in studio today.
Yeah.
And personally, I've gotten to know Raymond pretty well.
Really? I was shocked you just remembered his name.
That's what I was saying. Like, for example, I know his name's Raymond.
Okay.
There you go.
And that's more than I've learned about most of our interns. I like Raymond a lot.
Do you?
Enough to know that his name is Raymond.
Wow, that's a big compliment, bro.
I
Yeah.
like Raymond.
Thank you.
But what has Ray learned from us? That's a big question. Apparently, he's learned that we are the ultimate Sherpas of love because this morning Ray has come in the studio with a question about a young female in a neighboring college sorority, I guess, that he wants to ask us about. First off, do you have video?
No.
What?
No.
What is
Okay.
wrong with you?
Just
You are
checking.
You're like,
I got to make, a good
No.
educated, I got to really educate myself to who this person is.
Yeah,
that is
totally.
wrong.
All right, Ray, what's your problem?
Well, Brooke, Jubal, Jose, I got a situations. I'm seeing this girl, obviously, and first off, she's a cutie. She's a
Okay.
cutie. I just want to put that out there first.
Nice.
So we've been on several dates, and of course, the first date, I pay, of course.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
She seems to like it a lot. So the second date, I pay also.
There you go. You
Gets to
gentlemen.
going. Third date, I pay also. And
Oh,
it
yeah.
turns out that I just keep paying for these dates, movies, dinners,
Yeah.
coffee. We've been on several dates now, and I realize I'm in sort of this trap where I keep on paying for these dates.
You sucker.
last week we go to the burger place, and I like, I want to pay for my own so that she can pay for herself.
Yeah.
And we sort of break this chain, sort of just nonchalantly break the chain.
Nice. Just
So I say, hey, can I get a shake, fries, a burger, and I bring out my card to pay for it, and she interjects.
Shut up. She
No.
adds on.
She goes, also, can I?
She's smooth, man. She knows your game.
Yeah.
She's smart.
She said, also, can I get strawberry shake and some fries? And then I was like, oh, now I realize what a problem I'm in.
Yeah, so you're paying for
Does
everything.
she like you or does she like your dates?
That is what I'm asking. So my problem is I'm wondering, how do I get her to pay for next day, or at least some of the dates? I'm broke. I cannot be paying
now,
for every
why
single day.
don't you feel like just saying, hey, can you get our next date? Can you pay for it? Is that too forward for you?
I think it is too
Yeah, I
forward.
think so.
Really?
Be like, I've been
guy.
paying for everything. You should pay for something.
like-
I think that's okay. You're broke college kids, man.
You should maybe do a fun game, like, hey, let's flip a coin.
Yeah.
And
Oh, a
whoever
bet.
Then you have at
Oh.
least a 50-50 chance.
Unless he doesn't use a double-headed coin and he keeps, yes, I'm just saying, you could rig the game.
Yeah, dude. Double-headed coin.
Or you
Say-
could fake a pregnancy.
Oh,
What?
well, there's an idea.
He can't
You
in a lot of ways.
claim to be pregnant, and then she's going to feel like she has to take care of you.
I need the buddy to take care of this baby. You need to start
exactly.
putting up.
Like,
Yeah.
so call her
There.
today and just be like, I got a really uncomfortable conversation.
She's like, we didn't even sleep
I'm
together.
pregnant,
Yeah.
and you got to take care of your kid.
Yeah.
And she'll have to feed you because you're eating for two.
So there it is.
That's a good
We figured
solution.
it
Found
out.
it.
And you get child support out of
Yeah.
the deal.
Oh.
Yeah. Wow,
Came to the right
Raymond.
place, Ray.
And
Definitely.
congratulations on your new baby.
Oh, thank you,
Yeah.
bro. Thank you.
All right, what you do at the courthouse is coming up right after this. Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm Bradley Johnson with 1-800-DUI-AWAY. Not getting behind the wheel after drinking is the best choice. But if you're pulled over, the next best choice is to call 1-800-DUI-AWAY.
It's time for your brand new phone tap. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. And today I call a guy who's unhappy because of a recent fast food experience. I guess he even wrote an email complaining about how they messed up his order. So I'm guessing that he's hoping he's going to get some free food as compensation. But I have other ideas, much bigger ideas.
Whoa.
And you'll find out what they are in your phone tap right now.
It's another Jubal phone tab.
Weekday mornings on the 20s.
Only on Moving 92.5.
Hello.
Hi, I was looking to speak with Chris P.
Yeah, this is Chris.
Hey, Chris. My name is David DeForest, and I'm the manager at Burger. How are you doing today?
Hey, thank you for calling me back.
No problem. I just want to let you know that we do take complaints very seriously, and we got your email. Seems like you got the wrong order more than a few times. Is that what happened?
Yeah, it was 3 times actually. It's kind of a frustrating situation. I normally don't send emails off about hamburgers, but I thought this was pretty ridiculous. I'm surprised that you
wow.
called me, so thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. First of all, I am so sorry to hear that. And I want to make things right because that's unacceptable.
Yeah, if there's anything we can do just to, compensate me for my time and frustration.
Yeah, definitely. What are you up to tonight?
Tonight? Nothing. I don't have any plans.
Perfect. All right, here's what I propose. Like I said, I want to make this right. So I'm going to be closing up tonight with my assistant manager, and at around midnight, I will leave the front door unlocked.
Okay.
And then I want you to come in. Probably a good idea to wear a mask because of the cameras, but demand all the money in the register.
I'm not sure I'm following exactly what you're saying.
I'll say it one more time for you. When we're closing up tonight, I'm going to leave the door unlocked, come into the restaurant with a mask on your face, probably, and demand all the money in the register, and I will make sure that I give you that money.
So you want me to come there and ask for money wearing a mask on my face?
Right, and you can arm yourself if you want, or you can just put a finger in your jacket, whatever you think looks more real. Okay?
It sounds like you're asking me to rob the restaurant.
Well, yeah, sort of like a robbery, except I'm in on it, and I'll just give you the cash. And keep in mind, the assistant manager will be there, and he'll probably start crying, so don't yell at him too much, okay?
I'm not going to come there and act like I'm robbing the place.
No, you're not. You're going to act like you're robbing it, and I'm going to act like I'm being robbed, and then later we're going to meet up and split up the money.
No, I just want to come in and get a voucher for a free meal or a couple vouchers. I don't want to come in and do this plan of yours. That doesn't even make any sense.
I want to let you know you're asking for vouchers, but if we do this, my guess is you could clear at least $700 tonight.
So you're trying to give me $700 for a complaint, and you want me to come there in the middle of the night wearing a mask?
Yes.
No, I'm not going to do that.
And then you put...
Why are you even asking me to do this?
You sound a little nervous, so I'm guessing you don't have a gun, and that's fine. You can put it like your hand in your...
No, I don't have a gun.
Yeah, so you put your hand in your...
Why would I have a gun? It's just a complaint about a hamburger.
Right, and so you put your hand in your pocket, and you demand the cash from me. Hey, give me all the money on the register, whatever voice you want to use.
Why would I do that? Why would I even consider doing this?
Okay, I got it. Would you feel more comfortable calling in a bomb threat?
What? No. What?
Well,
Why are you even thinking this stuff?
I'm thinking a bomb threat would clear people out, and then I could just take the money out of it and meet you later.
No, because I could get in trouble for calling it a bomb threat, even if it's fake.
Oh,
That's
good point.
Stupid idea.
They can track you down really easily with that. Okay, arson. You can just burn it.
You want me to burn down the...
Yes.
What is wrong with you?
I mean, if I were in your shoes and I was complaining about how my service was, I would want to burn the place down anyway, so it's kind of a bonus.
Burn down the place?
Yeah.
You would not burn down the place.
I would want to.
Well, I'm starting to want to.
There you go. Perfect. Okay, so we found it. So 11:30 tonight. Bring gasoline. Bring some matches.
Not being literal. I'm saying this is becoming the most frustrating situation because I got bad service.
Right.
Now you're trying to coax me into robbing or burning down the place.
We were going to rob it. Now we're going to burn it down. I'm going to grab the register on the way out, and I'll meet you outside.
No!
So cool.
I'm going to call your corporate office right now.
Oh, boy.
And was your name David?
No, it's Jubal. I'm not even a fast food manager, so if you call the corporate office on me, that'd be a bummer.
No, wait, what are you talking? Who is this?
This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the morning doing a phone tap on you. Your buddy Tony set you up.
Oh, my God. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Holy How did you even know that I sent in the complaint?
Oh, because your buddy Tony told me that you send in emails to fast food places trying to get free food.
Oh, I shouldn't have told him. Oh, Tony, piece of crap. Oh.
That is true. And you know what? I'm going to cut him out of the plan between you and I. Like, when we start robbing these fast food joints, Tony doesn't get any money.
Oh, gosh.
Wake up every morning with Jubal phone tabs. Weekday mornings on the 20s.
Only on Moving 92.5.
Moving 92.5.
Hey, girl. What's up with you?
Wait a minute. Is this the right number?
It's the loser line.
Come on. Just call me back.
If you haven't heard the loser line before, it works like this. Let's say somebody approaches you while you're out at the club and uses this charming pickup line. Hey, girl, are you a Star Wars fan? Because if you think Chewbacca's are hairy, wait until you get a load of my Wookiee. Super hairy.
Yeah.
Whatever you do, resist the urge to stab him in the eye with his toy lightsaber and instead tell him that he's just hilarious. And that's when you give him the number to the loser line. So hopefully he leaves you an awkward voicemail that we can play on the air. Voicemails like this one.
First unheard message.
Hey, this is from the other night. We went out to we got a drink and then we had dinner. Anyway, I'm gonna be going out of town this weekend, and I'm having a heck of a time finding somebody to come by and feed my little Bruce. If you're by any chance able, it would just be one time, just a frozen mouse, just pop it in his aquarium. He's a python. Shouldn't give you any problems. Let me know.
Next message.
Oh my God, why did your voice crack when you said shouldn't give you any problems?
I've had 4 or 5 people that I've hired come feed Bruce, and they never make it. But maybe you'll be one of the first ones. I like how this guy got the loser line phone number. He wasn't even asking for a date. He just wanted somebody to watch his pet python.
That's because he's Snake Guy. I mean, everybody gives Snake Guy the loser line.
Here's another message.
Next message.
Hey, Jake, it's Vic. Sorry for the last-minute call, but I am going to be late for our date. I actually just hit someone. Not with my car, but I hit someone physically, and I'm dealing with this mess right now, so I'm going to be late. I'll tell you all about it in a little bit when I see you. But just so you know, it wasn't for no reason. They deserved it.
Next message.
I'm not crazy. Like, I will punch somebody in the face if they deserve it.
I'm dying to know how she's so calm after a fight.
Dude, and he gave her the loser line. He probably dodged a punch, too.
Yeah, well, hey, they deserved it.
Hopefully
he probably
she does.
did, too.
Yeah, hopefully she doesn't see him out somewhere because guarantee there's going to be some problems.
Next message.
Hey, this is... You gave me your number. I know I was hitting on you pretty hard all night long, and I know you liked it. That's why you gave me your number. Anyways, give me a call, man. I'd like to see if we can go on another date. Anyways, I thought you were good looking, cute as hell. You were like the best thing I've ever seen. You must wash your clothes with Windex, because I could see myself in them. Anyways, give me a call, sweetie.
Next message.
This guy had it all.
I mean, it was terrible, and then he had to call her sweetie at the end.
Remember, you can get the special loser line phone number. All you have to do is text the word loser to 78592. And we'll send you that phone number you can give to somebody who's hitting on you that you would rather not have hit on you. So they can call us instead. And we're not sure about this next one, but from what we could tell, it seems like maybe a grandson gave the loser line to his grandma.
Oh my God, that's wrong.
Good job.
Next message.
I wanted to know if you would bring me over to the bank today. I got a $200 check that I have to cash, and I will pay you for your time and trouble to go drive over there and cash my check with me and drive me back. If you can do this today, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Next message.
Grandson after my own heart. Like, dude, I got things to do, Grandma.
Respect your grandparents.
She's probably waiting all day, too.
Yeah, you got to hover around. You got wheels. You can get to the check cashing place on your own. I've got things to do.
Just hit the life alert
You
button.
guys,
They'll come
she
get you.
even offered to pay him to take her to the bank. Like, that's how sad it is.
Here's another message from the loser line.
Next message.
Hey, Lisa, this is we met in Starbucks yesterday, and you were so nice, and it was great talking to you. And so I wanted to see if you were up for getting together again soon. I actually have a party we can go to. It's not like a normal party, like a cocktail party. It's more like a costume party with animals. And you can be any kind of animal, just so long as it has hair or just something for people to grab onto. So I've dressed up as bunny rabbits in the past, a sheepdog once. One time I went as a pelican, which was bending the rules because it's feathers and not hair, but don't let it slide. They're good people. Give me a call back because I think it could be a lot of fun, and you seem like you might be down.
Next message.
You disguise the furry party, just like, do you want to
Definitely.
go to this party with me? It's kind of a fun costume party.
And I like how he thought he was such a rebel for going as a pelican that once.
Yeah. Luckily for him, they still let him in.
Yeah,
nice
you know
people.
what?
Yep.
I pushed the limit.
Remember, you can listen to the Loser Line regularly on Mondays at 7:10 and 9:10. Your phone tap is coming up right after this. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Need LASIK? Trust the experienced team at the LASIK Center at Evergreen Eye Center. No glasses, no contacts, no limits. What will you do? LASIK at evergreen.com.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
How soon is too soon to share your life's ambitions when you're on a first date?
Oh, I think that's a great thing to share right off the bat.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I guess unless your life's ambition is to set the world record for the most breakups in history. Probably not a good idea
Good point.
on a first date. But Brad's on the phone for a second date update right now, and his email said that he had a wonderful date and they shared their life's ambitions.
Ooh.
That's
Brad,
awesome.
Sounds very deep for a first date.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think it was too much. I thought it was a nice, conversation topic.
Really?
Okay, yeah. Or a lot of pressure, depending on if you
Yeah.
have figured those things out or not, right?
I want to have babies tomorrow. We'll get to that part in a second, but what's the name of the girl you want to call today?
Tracy.
All right, and how did you meet Tracy?
I met her through a dating app.
Okay, what did you like about her?
I mean, she seemed super cool and that she thought I was funny, so that's always a good thing.
Is that rare?
Rarer than it should be.
Okay,
All right.
valid.
So tell us about your date. What'd you guys do?
She actually wanted to pick the place. I was something she was pretty insistent on. So I was like, yeah, sure. And it was something I hadn't heard of. And you get this, she actually put her name on a list for us and then got us in with it.
Wait, so it's like a hard place to get into? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, I had no idea. The place ended up being totally packed.
Whoa.
And, I was just waiting around. And then this girl just came up to me and she was like, hey, are you Brad? I was like, oh, yeah, what's up? And that ended up being Tracy. And she was like, hey, I put my name on the list. Don't worry, we got a table. And then just brought me right on over.
Whoa,
Oh,
VIP.
so
That's
she was
cool.
like a baller at this restaurant. Is she like a big foodie or something? Why was she so into this place?
I mean, I don't think it was anything in particular like a foodie, but I mean, we sat down and the food was bomb. It was so good.
Ooh.
So I mean, I guess she knew her stuff. I'm super glad I let her pick.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so she makes good selections when it comes to restaurants. Is there anything else you liked about her?
I mean, we just got to talking, and like I said, she thought I was funny, so I was super into that. But we got to talking, and it was kind of crazy. We actually ended up we went to the same elementary school, but different years.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wow.
That's a funny
Yeah.
coincidence.
And then we actually had this friend, Rob, who's our mutual friend, that we had no idea that we both knew each other. So I wish Rob would have introduced us earlier.
Yeah, what a small world.
That's cool.
Any chance you could be related and not know it?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
And you guys, I mean, you said you had talked about your life's ambitions. How did that come up?
So I was talking to her actually about my dog, and she kind of made a little segue. She was like, actually, I want to work with dogs and animals for my ambitions of life.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
And did you say, oh, you can take my dog. I don't want him anymore. That could have probably turned her off.
No, absolutely not. No, she was super into it. She was like, yeah, I want to open up a place for rescue pets, pets that come from bad homes and that kind of stuff. And I was just blown away. I was like, wow. Started liking her even more because of that, because she got a big heart and stuff.
Yeah.
So this all sounds perfect. I mean, if she's not calling you back, there has to have been something that was weird.
Yeah, I mean, it could be when I shared my dreams with her about what I wanted to do.
Uh-oh.
What are
Why?
yours?
Okay, so I've been thinking about this for a while, and I really want to open up this Jurassic Park themed bar.
Okay.
Okay.
Tell us more.
Right. You see the ones that have the different Game of Thrones, Anchorman bars. So I want to do a Jurassic theme park bar.
Whoa.
Everything would be dinosaur. You would have food and drinks that would be dinosaur themed. Okay. I want to do this drink called a Velocirita.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a margarita, but it's a Velocirita.
Yeah.
I get it.
It's exactly like it's a
get it.
margarita, but you call it a Velocirita.
Right.
I like it. I mean,
Wait,
it
are
could
you-
catch on. Who knows? And you think that she, didn't think that your dream of having a Jurassic Park themed bar was noble enough or something?
I mean, it did kind of feel like a little rough next to her, big like adult dream of open up an animal sanctuary.
Well, what was
I guess it's kind of like, I want to open up an animal sanctuary. I want a race car bed.
Yeah. I want to play with dinosaurs.
Yeah.
What was her reaction, though? What did she say to you?
I mean, she was very sweet and supportive. She was like, "That sounds fun."
That sounds fun. Pats your hand.
for
Oh,
you.
cute.
Yeah.
I mean, but like, tell me that you guys wouldn't enjoy going to that. Like the bartenders and waiters would be like dressed up, like park rangers.
Yeah, I mean,
No, yeah, I'm
everybody's
down.
going there with the T-Rex inflatable costume,
Oh,
though,
yeah.
right? Like,
I like the idea.
It'd be fun.
How did the date end with her?
I mean, the date was nice. We didn't kiss, but it was a nice hug. It didn't seem like weird. I thought we would continue texting, but I haven't heard anything back from her since.
huh.
Weird.
That'd be strange for the Jurassic Park bar to be like the biggest turnoff where you wouldn't want to see somebody again.
Yeah, that'd be a big old bummer because I thought it would sound fun.
Do you think maybe she stole your idea? That's why she's not calling you back?
Just in construction right now.
Oh my gosh, that would no. I don't think she stole my idea. Maybe I should have said something like I would donate, 5% of my proceeds from my bar, like to her animal charity or something. Maybe she
That
would've
would have been a
gone
good
for that.
line.
Yeah.
Maybe you
Even
could
though-
try it if we get her on the phone. You can try it then. Be like, I thought a lot about it, and you can have 5% of.
Not a bad backup plan.
All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, and then call her and get your second date update, okay?
All right, thanks, man.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Right in the middle of a second date update, and today Brad is on the phone, and Brad doesn't know it yet, but he and I are now business partners because I've decided to invest in his business. Because Brad wants to open a Jurassic Park themed bar.
Wow.
Be pretty fun.
Yep. And Brad, I will only invest in your bar if we can also have a drink called the pterodactyl.
That's cute, guys.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I like it. I like it.
If the waiters who are dressed like park rangers actually get to tase people, too.
Whoa.
Like anybody who's getting out of control.
I mean, that might be a little much.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll talk about that one over the negotiating table. Right now, we got to find you a second date. Brad wants to call Tracy. They went out for a nice dinner, and he thinks maybe the fact that he wants to open up a Jurassic Park bar might be the reason she's not calling back, because they were sharing their life's ambitions, and hers was all like, I want to open up a sanctuary for animals and do all kinds of nice things, and Brad just wants to get people drunk Jurassic Park style. So,
Nah, I mean, I would love to go on a second date with this girl, so I hope this works out.
Even if she mocks your dream of Jurassic Park World?
I mean, it is kind of childish. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, but that's why it's fun.
Hey, the world needs fun just as much as it needs healthy pets.
maybe combine the two. Get the pets drunk.
No.
Jurassic Park bar.
Hey, you guys actually have some pretty good ideas. I might take you on as, like, investors legit.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Look forward to it.
Yay.
All right, I'm going to dial her phone number right now and see if we can get you a second date, okay?
All right.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is this Tracy?
Yeah.
Hey, Tracy, how are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm not interested, but thank you.
No, well, that's a lot of people aren't interested, but I'm not. Are you still there?
That's awesome. It's not a telemarketing call.
Wait, what's going on? Wait, why are there like a million people on this phone call right now?
Well, there's really only 3 because it's a radio show. We're not a company trying to sell you anything. It's called Brook and Jubal in the Morning. And we're calling you because one of our listeners emailed us to get a hold of you.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, his name is Brad, and Brad is curious why you're not answering any of his texts or his phone calls or anything.
Just tell Brad that I'm not interested.
Okay.
Well, that was
I don't-
quick.
I think he knows that already. We don't need to tell him that. He already is very aware. But is there a reason?
He's an opportunist.
He's an opportunist? Is that what you
opportunist.
just said?
Yeah.
Why do you think he was using you for some reason?
Yeah, I'm not falling for it. Like, just other people have been trying to take advantage of my situation, and I'm just not having it.
Well, Tracy, we talked to Brad about your date. He didn't mention any situation. He just said that you guys had a good time and then talked about your hopes and dreams together. And
No, he knows the deal.
He knows the deal, is that what you said?
I don't think he does.
Yeah, he definitely wouldn't be calling us if he knew the deal.
Can you tell us the deal? Then maybe we can find out if he knows the deal. Let's make a deal.
Honestly, I'd rather not go into it. I'd rather not say anything else.
He described your date as lovely, and he thought that maybe the only thing that turned you off about him was that he wants to open a Jurassic Park themed bar someday.
That was an interesting idea. Not that original, honestly.
Okay. Is that the reason? Can you give us anything? Can you just give us a little bit of information why you're not calling him back?
So not that long ago, I won the lottery.
What?
Whoa, wait a minute.
Wait, what kind of lottery? You won $50 off a scratch ticket, or you won the lottery?
How much? Are you a millionaire?
No. I could leave my job kind of for a while if I really wanted to.
Dude, how fun! Congratulations.
I want some.
Thanks.
Is this after you met Brad?
No, it was before.
Oh, okay. I just figured maybe you won the lottery and you were looking for an upgrade. That's why you weren't calling back.
No.
So do you think that he knows that and he just wants you for money? Is that what you're saying with opportunist?
I think he figured it out, at least pretty early on in our date.
How?
Why?
Well, we had gone to a busy restaurant, so I put my last name down, so he heard that called out, and then we also have a mutual friend, and I came back from the bathroom at one point, and he was on his phone, and I just no, he was either Googling me or talking to our friend Rob, because then after that point, he started talking about his bar and getting funded and stuff, and...
Oh, did he hit you up for money?
I mean, not in so many words, but it was just out of the blue, now he's talking about how he wants to get this bar and it's his dream and he wants to get it funded.
Okay, wait, can I just ask, before you think he Googled you and found out that you won the lottery, how were things going?
It was okay. It was a little awkward, but...
And after he Googled you, do you think his attitude changed?
It just seemed like there was a shift in what way he was pursuing the conversation.
Yeah.
You came back from the bathroom and you had a business plan all ready to go?
Yeah, pretty much. Just where do you see yourself? I don't know.
I just think it's weird that he would have known because he didn't mention that at all to us. Mm-hmm. I think he may still be in the dark.
I don't know. It just makes me uncomfortable, and I'm just very wary of getting into anything like that.
Yeah, but what if you're just being paranoid because you won the lottery?
Yeah, but it's even if he doesn't know yet, then I don't know how he's going to react. And if he already has all these grand ideas of funding a bar, I don't want to be his girlfriend that's right there and he's going to be asking me for money. I'm not going to fund your bar. I hardly know you.
Well, Tracy, I hate to tell you this, but if he was in the dark, now he's not because he's on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, Tracy. It's Brad. What's up?
This is awkward.
Yeah, awkward for you. Imagine listening to it.
Listen, I had no idea you won the lottery. That's crazy. That's awesome. We can talk about that later if you want, but I'm not.
No, I don't really want to talk about it with anyone. It's not something I like to discuss, really.
I think you're really jumping to conclusions here. I didn't have any idea who you were. I didn't realize you won the lottery. On the date, you said I was on my phone and stuff. I mean, I was just checking my texts and everything. I wasn't Googling you. I was just trying to enjoy our time, and I guess it's just a nervous habit of picking up my phone.
Yeah, I mean, I just found it weird that I came back from the bathroom and you were on your phone, and then right after that, that's when you start talking about your bar and how you're going to be looking for funding and how you need money, and it was just dollar signs everywhere.
I will say, Brad, did you start talking about funding though, or did you start talking about your dream?
I was just kind of talking about investors and that kind of stuff. But I wasn't saying that for her to invest in me. I had no idea she had money, but she seemed really into the idea. So if she wanted to invest in it, that would be even cooler. We could do that together.
What do you think, Tracy?
God, you're right, Tracy.
That's bad timing, though, to say that.
Brett, I don't think you understand how many people are constantly trying to take advantage of me for the fact that I won the lottery. So you're missing the point completely here. When you are talking about if I want to do this, then you'd be cool with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's totally up to you. But it doesn't matter. If you want to go start your animal sanctuary, you go do that. But I'm probably going to make a Jurassic Bar, so if you want to be part of that, that'd be fun.
Brad, what are you doing?
Bro.
I'm just talking. We're making conversation about what we want to do with our lives. I mean, wouldn't that be fun, Tracy?
Brad, I'm not talking to you about this, especially here. Like, I know it sounds cool, but it's honestly really stressful, and like, I don't want to deal with this.
This is like the perfect opportunity for you, though, because like you could make even more money.
Oh my God, I feel so bad for you, Tracy. I thought you were being paranoid at the beginning of this, and you were so spot on.
But he didn't know at first.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. I didn't know before, but like now I know. So this seems like a cool thing for her to do. I mean, it wouldn't even be like a big investment. It'd be like a few $1,000s just for like a cool Jurassic Bar.
Oh my gosh.
Brad, you should probably focus less on her investing and more on wanting to actually go out with her. That's what I would think.
I mean, like, why not both? Like, Tracy, wouldn't it be cool if we did this together, like, as a couple? You seem to be into it. You like animals. Dinosaurs are animals.
I don't think anybody rescued them.
I mean, wouldn't that be fun, Tracy? What do you think? Come on.
No, I'm pretty over this conversation right now. Like, this.
All right. Well, Tracy, before you go, I do have a question for you. It doesn't involve you paying for anything. It actually involves us paying. Because would you like to go out on a second date with Brad? We will pay for it.
He seemed really nice at first, but I think we're just like on two different mindsets, and I'm going to have to say no.
Oh my God, I don't blame you. I don't know how you're ever going to go out on a date without it being some sort of business pitch.
Yeah, anybody.
I mean, guys, it's not a business pitch. It's just like, it's a hobby. So she wouldn't have to do anything. All she would do is just put a couple thousand in and then just watch the money grow.
What do you think, Tracy? Is it still a no?
Yeah, it's still a no.
Oh.
I got to go.
Man, I didn't even get an opportunity to pitch my business.
Yeah, okay, guys. Oh,
Sorry,
man.
Brad. Looks like you lost out on a date and a potential investor.
I mean, so guys, like, I didn't even like prepare for this like properly. If you guys could get her, back on the phone or maybe an email or something, and I want to give her like a proper business pitch, and I think she'd really go for it.
Stop, Brad.
Yeah.
Stop.
I think you got the point perfectly. She's definitely interested in that, Brad. So good luck. I'll let you handle that, okay? You keep reaching out to her.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592. Quite a few of them, actually, that say that they would love to invest in a new Jurassic Park-themed bar. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. And today's second date update, this dude, Brad, wanted to call Tracy because they went out and he thought maybe he wasn't going to call back because he wasn't sensitive enough to what she wanted to do with her life. She wanted to like help with like an animal shelter and help animals, and he just wants to open up a Jurassic Park themed bar. But the reason she wasn't calling back was because she won the lottery, and she believes that he found out that she won the lottery and he just wanted to go out with her for money. He didn't really help his case though when he spent the whole time trying to ask her to invest in his new business.
Yeah, I mean, she judged him fairly.
Yeah, I think so.
At first I thought, wow, jump into conclusions. Nope, that was the conclusion.
But he didn't know. I believe he didn't know. But the second he found out, he did exactly what he said he would do.
He was that person.
Yeah.
Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Move at 92.5.
All right, Brooke, you're going for 23 wins in a row today, and you're going to be playing Amanda in Covington. What's up, Amanda?
Hi.
Did you have a good weekend?
I did. I had a great weekend and actually slept really well. I'm ready to go.
Oh,
boy.
Okay.
Yeah, way to rub it in.
All right. Well, I got nothing.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try to sip some more coffee.
Send Brooke out of the studio so she can drink more coffee, try to wake herself up. I think everybody's exhausted today.
Oh, man, it's a rough one.
I don't want to be here one bit.
That's every day.
Yeah, that's every day, though. Okay, so never mind, Amanda. Sorry.
Normal Monday.
It's business as usual here. All right, you know the game's played. You got 30 seconds to answer as many questions as possible. If you don't know one, just say pass, and you have to beat Brooke outright to win, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go. Your time starts now. The Winter Olympics had their closing ceremonies last night. Which country won a record number of medals with 39?
Norway.
What's the most visible planet at nighttime from Earth?
Saturn.
To get into an R-rated movie by yourself, you must be how old?
18.
Which American city has 71 streets with Peachtree in the name?
Georgia.
Tinder, OkCupid, and Plenty of Fish are all owned and operated by which other dating site?
Match.com.
Worldwide, what country eats the most donuts per year? America, Canada, or Japan?
Japan.
Okay, got that one in on time. And before we bring Brooke back into the studio, what do you do for a living, Amanda?
I'm a financial advisor.
Financial advisor. Well, then you probably know that it's a good idea to save money.
Always.
I'm going to just throw it out there and take a guess.
Ooh, really?
And you know a good way to save money is to make sure that if you're ever in a car accident and the insurance companies don't want to give you the money you deserve, is to call the advocates at 206-512-3555 or online advocateslaw.com.
Definitely.
You knew that already, though, because you're into
I
saving
already
money.
knew that. That's a great idea.
Yeah, consultation is free, too, so you're not spending money on that. And they'll make sure you get all the cash you deserve if you've ever been in a car accident or something like that. So, yeah, that's really the only financial advice you need to give people today.
Exactly. No, I mean, there's a little bit more, but yeah.
No, that's pretty much it. It's just the advocates. 206-512-3555, online advocateslaw.com. And why was your weekend so great? What'd you do for your weekend?
Well, I actually only have like 4 days left until I go on vacation. So
that's why you're just excited.
You're ready.
I'm fired up. I'm ready to just get through this week and be on a cruise.
On a cruise?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Yeah. Into the Caribbean.
Oh,
like
sweet.
St. Kitts, Puerto Rico, all that. Yeah.
Did I just walk into her bragging again?
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm sorry.
All right. Brooks got her headphones on, and are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, your time starts now. The Winter Olympics had their closing ceremonies last night. Which country won a record number of medals with 39?
Sweden.
What's the most visible planet at nighttime from Earth?
Venus.
To get into an R-rated movie by yourself, you must be how old?
18.
Which American city has 71 streets with Peachtree in the name?
Atlanta.
Tinder, OkCupid, and Plenty of Fish are all owned and operated by what other dating website?
Match.com.
Worldwide, what country eats the most donuts per year? America, Canada, or Japan?
Canada.
Same amount of questions. Let's send it on over to the scoreboard and see how you guys did with Jose
I don't know what we're yelling about!
Bolaños.
Amanda, you got a lot of questions in. You got 2 correct today.
Okay.
And Brooke, same amount of questions.
God, I didn't know that first one. Yeah.
4 correct.
All right, I'll take it.
All right, Amanda. You did not
Darn.
get the $100, but it sounds like you're doing fine anyway without it. So
Yeah.
let's go over the answers. The Olympics had their closing ceremonies last night. Norway had a record number of medals with 39, beat the U.S. record of 37 at the 2010 Vancouver Olympics.
Wow.
The most visible planet at nighttime from Earth is Venus. To get into an R-rated movie by yourself, you must be 17 years old with a photo ID. Which American city has 71 streets with Peachtree in the name? That would be Atlanta. Peaches are a big part of their culture. Tinder, OkCupid, and Plenty of Fish are all owned by Match.com. And worldwide, what country eats the most donuts per year? America, Canada, or Japan? Canada is first. Japan is second, and America, believe it or not, is third.
See, there is donut shops everywhere in Canada.
Yeah, they have,
and
like,
they
the
have
most
been
True.
forever.
Yeah, so they like their donuts up there.
Yeah.
Amanda, you didn't win the money, but just for playing today, you got the Oscar-nominated film Dunkirk on DVD.
Oh, all right.
Have you seen that?
No.
Well, so now you can.
There you go.
She's
Watch
not
it on the
interested.
cruise.
Take that on the plane with you when you head over to your cruise to go to the Caribbean while we're still stuck
All
here.
right.
All right.
Well, it's sunny, though. It's sunny.
Oh, God.
Great.
Let's
Yeah,
stop
don't
There in
do
the Caribbean?
that.
I know
No,
it's sunny in the
that's
Caribbean. All right. We'll play One Brooks Box same time tomorrow.
Move at 92.5.